Blog Talk Radio.
Welcome to the Devereux Committee of Pro Wrestling, presented by the Idiot Radio Network, offering a weekly look into the world of professional wrestling with guest interviews, news, results, and much more. Now here's your host, Stephon Devereux. Welcome to the Devereux Committee of Pro Wrestling. I'm your host, Stephon Devereux. People, we are here. We are going to have some fun this afternoon, this evening, morning, whatever time it is, wherever you're at across the world. What's going on? There's a lot of things going on in pro wrestling right now, but I don't think that it's happening in the WWE, of course. As I go into my little situations of me disrespecting, as people say, when I'm responding to people on Twitter and so forth, and they're saying, you're disrespecting the WWE. Dude, I don't disrespect the WWE. I don't disrespect the WWE. I don't. I really don't. What I disrespect is a wrestling organization or a television show disrespecting me, insulting my intelligence. As I try to tell people 1,000 times, you cannot insult the intelligence of the people that you're trying to sell tickets to, the people who you're trying to get to watch your product, subscribe to your network. You can't insult our intelligence. It's not fair. It is not fair to us wrestling fans. And people get mad at me. Anyway. This is the Devereux Committee of Pro Wrestling. I'm your host, Stephon Devereux. If you like, you can hit us up at, excuse me. There, I hate when that thing happens. Computer log. Okay, but you can hit us up at 929-477-1671. That's 929-477-1671. But anyway, let's get into the news of professional wrestling. So, Batista is finally coming back. Yes. And SmackDown 1000? Can't believe it. I really can't believe it. People were talking about it. The big news and the big rumors were that, they were going to do this big SmackDown 1000 show, and I was hearing some stuff about it, and I said, I really wasn't interested in checking it out because I wanted to see if The Rock was going to be there, of course, because SmackDown is The Rock show. But then I got interested when I heard that Evolution was going to reunite for this event. Now, I'm excited to see SmackDown 1000. I truly am. The reason why I'm excited to see SmackDown 1000 is because, you got to think, this show's been on, since The Rock was running the business. The Rock hasn't been in the business in years, but his show, the name that was born from the great one, but his show, SmackDown, is still running strong, and SmackDown is about to go into a new era next year when they move over to Fox, which I still think is going to be huge for the network, for the brand. It just depends on what they plan on doing with this brand. Because, like I said a few weeks ago, if SmackDown, if they could figure out a way to get a little bit more risky, on Fox News, SmackDown could work. Like, it could work. Now, do I believe that they're going to do it? No, of course not. But it's possible. It's possible. But this SmackDown 1000 show, yeah, I am going to watch it, of course. And I'm going to be very pleased to see Evolution or Evolution the reunion. That's Ric Flair, Randy Orton, Batista, Triple H. Yeah. I'm getting, See, some fans, they sit back and they don't look at those days as a good time for the business because Triple H was being pushed to be the next Ric Flair. And Ric Flair, let's say, no, not the next Ric Flair, Ric Flair 85. Because he had the same, oh, goodness, it was interesting. But a lot of people, they don't look too fondly that era. They're like, nah, bro. They came out, they, acting as the new Four Horsemen and so forth. And then, remember, they turned on Randy Orton when Randy Orton became world champion and, started his gimmick as the new fresh meat baby face in the WWE, which didn't work at the time. Of course, it didn't work. Then, of course, they broke off Batista, and everything went the way it did. And Batista became what he became. But are you excited to see this? Are you excited to see the SmackDown 1000 show? I mean, why not? Is there a reason? I mean, I can give you a list. One of them being ratings and why the ratings are down. But I believe that it will be worth watching. You don't have to get excited about it. You just check it out, DVR it, watch it on a Wednesday night, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. I mean, you'll get around to it eventually. That's how I usually do these days. Once we get to the deadline of Sunday, then I'm screwed. But I think it's going to be interesting to see. The matches, will they stay with the storylines that they're having, that are going on right now? More than likely. That's how they do these things. But the surprises, of course, See, back in the day, they would actually create, when they have big events, they would start new storylines. Have a big angle, and next thing you know, boom. They becomes the next big storyline in the company. That's how territories and the old WWE and WCW would work. God, I miss those days. And I'm going to get into why. It's part of the reason why the ratings are down. We're going to get into that later after this break, by the way. But I'm pulling for this show. Can you imagine if SmackDown 1000 draws the lowest ratings for the SmackDown TV brand? Could you imagine that? Could you imagine if they drew the lowest rate? And it's possible. I don't think they will, but it's possible. That's the problem with the business. When things like this is possible. But who knows? We're going to take a break. The Devereux Committee of Pro Wrestling here on Angry Kids 24/7 Radio. We'll be right back after this break. We're going to talk some WWE ratings.
You're listening to Angry Kids 24/7 Radio. Angry Kids 24/7 Radio.
How to text a guy to keep him interested? It's a question many women ask daily. Well, Amy North believes she has found the answer with How to Text a Guy to Keep Him Interested. It's a new course that she has put together, and it's helping ladies all across the world. You can go to howtotextaguy-to-keep-him-interested.weebly.com for more information. Amy says she has the answer, so find out there at howtotextaguy-to-keep-him-interested.weebly.com.
Recovery from mental and substance use disorders is real.
You can recover.
It's possible. It happens every day.
Never give up on yourself.
Discover hope and help.
I thought I was too far gone. I wasn't.
Join the Voices for Recovery.
The world is a beautiful place again.
For 24-hour free and confidential information and treatment referral for mental and substance use disorders for you or someone you know, call 1-800-662-HELP. Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
I'm getting older. Do I need to worry about falling?
Yes, you do. Each year, 1 in 4 people 65 and older will experience a fall, and many will be serious. The majority of falls happen at home, so remove things that could make you trip and install handrails to keep you steady. To learn more about the steps you can take to help prevent a fall, please talk to your doctor. You can also visit aarpfoundation.org or medicaremadeclear.com/falls. This message was brought to you by United Healthcare and AARP Foundation.
You're listening to Angle Kids 24/7 Radio. Angle Kids 24/7 Radio.
We're back. The Devereux Committee of Pro Wrestling. You're on Angry Kids 24/7 Radio. Okay, let's talk about these ratings. Now, I hate getting into numbers, and I'm not going to embarrass these guys by getting into the numbers. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to go straight to the headlines. The WWE Raw post its lowest ratings in months. I like the headline, actually. It was a pretty cool headline. But let's look at this two ways. While the WWE stock is hitting crazy numbers, and yes, I do believe that it has to do with, Trump and so forth, the way the stock market is. But let's not get into the politics. Let's get into the rest. What I don't get right now is the stock is just going through the roof. Close to $100 a share. If it hasn't hit 100 yet, I haven't checked in a few days, but still. Think about that. And their ratings are tanking. Your bread and butter product is tanking. Television product is tanking. People, they can say whatever they want. Well, there's more choices out there. Yeah. But that doesn't stop people from watching The Walking Dead. Give me another show. Empire on Wednesday nights. There's more options. But that's not stopping people from watching Empire because their ratings are still going through the roof. 2 different types of shows, and they have outstanding ratings. Walking Dead, a zombie show. Empire, hip-hop version of Dallas. And they're still killing in the ratings. While you have the WWE, who continues to fall and fall and fall, and they said, well, we're up against Monday Night Football. When was the last time somebody said, hey, man, I can't wait to see a Monday Night Football game that was outside of the city that was playing that night? When was the last time you heard someone say that? I go on Facebook. I'm on social media all the time. You can hit me up, of course, Stephon Devereux on Facebook. Yeah. But I'm on social media all the time. And I never see someone say, man, I can't wait to see that daggone football game, let's say Chicago versus Oakland. Outside of Chicago and Oakland. Well, okay, you know what? Let me do this. Because that matchup would actually garner some attention. Why? Because it's, especially right now, Chicago and Oakland. You know the story. Now, and here's the sad part. The NFL, you know what? That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take this into a whole totally different direction here. I'm allowed to do that. I'm the host. Okay. You know why the WWE can't draw ratings? Don't draw ratings. But they're still making money on the stock. That's a good thing. But as a wrestling fan, you know why? I'm going to look at it from this perspective. Wrestling fan. This is why. What's going on in the NFL? If you think about what's going on in the NFL right now, let's say on that Monday night, let's say if we had Chicago taking on Oakland, you got Khalil Mack, let's say, going back to Oakland to face his former team, and the coach who didn't even want to give him the money that he deserved. That's the storyline. Boom. Okay? Boom. That's the storyline. That's going to be pumped all week long on every sport outlet possible. Fox Sports 1, ESPN, CBS Sports, NBC Sports, because every channel, or every major sports, it's insane. They all have their own damn sports network now. Every major network has their own sports network now. But anyway, that's going to be the most talked about story leading up to that Monday night. Where are they going up against, by the way? When they're competing for the same demographic. Within that same demographic, 18 to 34 males. Who are they competing with? From 9 to 11. 8 to 11. Oh, yeah, Monday Night Raw. Now, if you're an 18-year-old kid, you want to see some action, some competition, you want to see some drama, okay, all the way up to a 34-year-old man. You want to see some action, competition, some drama. You want to see this. Well, what are you choosing? What are you choosing? If I'm giving you this storyline of Khalil Mack going back to Oakland to spank his old coach, or his coach that he didn't even coach for. He didn't even play for this guy. But he goes, the revenge game of the century. That's how they'll hype it, of course. And it would be an interesting game. The way Khalil Mack is playing right now, of course it would be. But let's say you go there. Let's say we go there. You got that versus Braun Strowman, Dolph Ziggler, and whoever versus the Shield. Yeah, because the Shield wants to get revenge on Dolph Ziggler and Braun Strowman. Yeah. Who's going to win? Who's going to win that competition? That night. At least for that one night. Of course the NFL is going to win. Of course Monday Night Football is going to win. There was a time that people forget, and for the kids out there who don't know, there was a time when the WWE, pro wrestling, was king on Monday nights. They had toppled the NFL. NFL had Monday nights sewed up for years. Pro wrestling, the NWO/Attitude Era, they was destroying football. Then football got smart. About 11 years ago, a new commissioner comes in and realizes, man, we're getting our brains kicked in right now by Vince McMahon. And by that time in 2007, storylines of the WWE started to, they weren't the best. I don't even remember those days. That's the sad part. Lisa, I didn't even go back and do research on this because this is just a out of nowhere segment. But Goodell sat back and watched what these guys did. Watched what these guys did. The drama, the competition. How can we keep people talking about us every day instead of 2 or 3 days a week? See, the WWE was able to do that. And when I come back, I'm going to give you what they did, what the NFL did to topple the WWE's reign on Monday Night rain on Monday nights. And they had it for years. We'll be right back here on the Devereux Committee of Pro Wrestling.
You're listening to Angle Kids 24/7 Radio. Angle Kids 24/7 Radio.
How to text a guy to keep him interested. It's a question many women ask daily. Well, Amy North believes she has found the answer with How to Text a Guy to Keep Him Interested. It's a new course that she has put together, and it's helping ladies all across the world. You can go to howtotextaguytokeephiminterested.weebly.com for more information. Amy says she has the answer, so find out there at howtotextaguytokeephiminterested.weebly.com.
Recovery from mental and substance use disorders is real.
You can recover.
It's possible. It happens every day.
Never give up on yourself.
Discover hope and help.
I thought I was too far gone. I wasn't.
Join the Voices for Recovery.
The world is a beautiful place again.
For 24-hour free and confidential information and treatment referral for mental and substance use disorders for you or someone you know, call 1-800-662-HELP. Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
I'm getting older. Do I need to worry about falling?
Yes, you do. Each year, 1 in 4 people 65 and older will experience a fall, and many will be serious. The majority of falls happen at home, so remove things that could make you trip and install handrails to keep you steady. To learn more about the steps you can take to help prevent a fall, please talk to your doctor. You can also visit aarpfoundation.org or medicaremadeclear.com/falls. This message was brought to you by United Healthcare and AARP Foundation.
You're listening to Angle Kids 24/7 Radio. Angle Kids 24/7 Radio.
We're back. Stephon Devereux Show, the Devereux Committee of Pro Wrestling. Oh, my goodness. Yes, I do host the Stephon Devereux Show Monday through Fridays. Angry Kids 24/7 Radio. You can just check us out in the link description below. But anyway, let's move forward. Oh, yeah, when I do the Stephon Devereux Show, some more music, play the hits, old school and new school, You can send a request in as well at StephonDevereux@gmail.com. But anyway, let's move on. How did the NFL get their throne back, their Monday night throne? Well, they looked at the WWE and they sat back and said, okay, what are they doing? What's the one thing that the WWE was doing at the time? If people remember the Attitude Era / NWO era, or however you want to say it, NWO, Attitude, whatever. The one thing that people will always say that happened during that time was drama. Every Monday night, drama. You knew. Once you sat down, something was going to be popping somewhere. Even if when the NWO was popping, it was drama every Monday night. The WWE wasn't doing too good, but they were starting to get it. And they got it quickly, thanks to my man Vince Russo. They got it. The drama. And they added some sex there, too, of course. And they control Monday nights for almost 10 years. Well, when the NFL got this new commissioner in, and I always say the commissioner is, to me, he's the equivalent of a booker in a professional wrestling world. The NFL commissioner, the baseball commissioner, whatever, they remind me, they have a booker feel to me. Roger Goodell came in there and he changed some things up. You know what he did? He got some TV people in there. Roger Goodell got TV people. And with these TV people, what made Roger Goodell realize, he said, oh my goodness, this is going to be incredible. All we have to do is find a way to have people thinking about us. 6 days a week, and then come Sunday, they just all swarm to this product. Whether they dislike it or love us. They're going to love their teams, but there's going to be players they're going to dislike. Let's give them reasons to dislike players. Let's give them reasons to hate people on these teams. Screw Baltimore. Oh, no. Let's get, for a perfect example, screw the Saints not liking Michael Vick because he's a great football player. No, let's give them a reason to hate Michael Vick outside of being a great football player. Yes, I'm going there. The Michael Vick dog case was a perfect test of what was to come in the NFL. 7 days a week of nothing but drama. 7 days a week. Nothing but drama. Drama sells. So let's add some more to that drama. Let's add more drama to this television product that we have on Sundays, Mondays, and Thursdays. Spousal abuse. They're rape cases or allegations. Think about that. Player lockout. The strike. Murders. Aaron Hernandez. Think about that. 7 days a week of drama, not only in the sports world, but also mainstream. Because football is already a mainstream sport. We know this. But not opening up newscast. Never. Why? Because they didn't have to. It was a local team, Pittsburgh Steelers. Of course they're going to get their 3-minute segment on the Steelers in the week. Of course, every day. But now when you got players who are headlining the show, these guys are opening up the show now? Whoa. Ben Roethlisberger accused of for 3 years now. 3 years. We have watched the Colin Kaepernick story take over football. Every time, then think about it. For the past 2 years, Colin started this protest 3 years ago. He hasn't been in the NFL for it'll be 2 seasons now. So let's think about this. Colin Kaepernick has sat there, he's taken over the headlines every year, the past 3 years. Past 2 years, he hasn't been in the league. Start the season out, Nike was brilliant. They knew. The NFL let it happen because they knew the drama that this was going to give them leading into the season was going to equal ratings. Controversy equals ratings. Eric Bischoff's playbook, baby, right here in front of us. This is what they do now. The NFL got it. And the WWE can't stop it. Because no one wants to talk about wrestling 7 days a week. The 3, maybe 7, no. The NFL, of course, because not only will you get men, you get women, you get children, you get grandmothers, grandfathers. Think about this. They figured it out. And this is why the WWE will never, especially on Monday nights, they will never be king again. In the ratings, 18 to 34 demographic. That's my show this week. I want to thank you for joining me, people. Yes, I do want to thank you for joining me. Don't forget, you can check me out Monday through Friday night on Angry Kids 24/7 Radio, the Stephon Devereux Show, old school, new school, we play what you need. And I'll see you here next week. Stephon Devereux, the Devereux Committee of Pro Wrestling, Angry Kids 24/7 Radio.
You're listening to Angry Kids 24/7 Radio. Kids 24/7 Radio.
How to text a guy to keep him interested. It's a question many women ask daily.